Hi, how are you?
Is that Johnny Bean?
Yes.
Hey man, how are you?
It looks like Johnny
Hey,
Ray.
good to see you, man. Been a while.
Are you still living in San Francisco?
Yep.
Not anymore. He's lying.
That's the real Johnny Bean right
You
there.
guys know each other? You guys hang out?
I bet it. Yeah, it's funny.
What's your question?
Oh my God, that's great. All right, you guys, what's happening? Music therapy last year, different angle, kind of the same but different. We've got a lot of fun stuff in store for you tonight, including the 5150 over here, the Flying Pickles 5150. So this is inspired by Eddie Van Halen. Of course, it's an Eddie Van Halen 5150 EVH guitar, but inspired also by my birds. Indigo for the blue, also for Maximus, and even Limon had a little streak of blue across his eyes, left and right of his eyes, right? And then we got the Roxy green. Look at that. Where's the camera? There it is. I still haven't stuck on the
Very
stickers.
cool.
That's next. And I still haven't put the plate back on after I took those pictures, Ron, yesterday. Ron knows what I'm talking about, but tonight, we can plug that thing in. I should turn the amp on, right? Get it warmed up. What do you think?
Definitely.
Let's do that. Let's get some red
Plug it
lights
in.
on. Plug it in.
Or you could use your line 6 you got.
What?
Didn't you have a Helix or something?
I've got something over here.
He has the rack
Oh.
mount
Well, I've got both.
pod.
Oh, okay.
I got the Pro Pod with the floorboard, and I've also got that. I won this on YouTube, and Johnny's got that one. He's got the newfangled.
Bay Area Rich. Thank you, man.
Johnny, you're blowing people's ears.
Bay Area Rich came down here today. I was using this earlier. It's great. Thank you.
No, I bet you it sounds fantastic, man. I mean, they're not making bad stuff. They know what they're doing.
Oh, my
over
God.
there. Sorry, no, I did it to Johnny. All right, I meant to use the
I'm
robot
just
voice.
kidding. That doesn't hurt.
Sorry about that, Johnny. Close the blast doors. As a matter of fact, I was watching a lot of Star Wars recently. I still haven't changed the battery. By the way, you guys, this is the Gear and Demo Show. Let's say hi to the chat.
Is it?
It is, indeed. I think I had that in the title, and I think people know why they're here. I think they're going to check out the EVH 5150 Flying Pickle mods are done, and then we got the Jeff Beck's Lefty is next. Do you know what I mean by the Jeff Beck Lefty, Johnny?
No, but I have a feeling I'm going to find
right.
out.
Jeff Beck left all of us.
So did EVH. Wah, wah. Oh my God. Do I have another one? Let's see. No, that's not it. All right. There we go. All right. But for some reason, that one always works all the way through.
Sorry, Janice.
Sorry, Janice. Is Janice in the chat?
You're hurting
All
your
right.
intern's ears.
I know. I'm sorry, Janice. I have the
intern.
machine like right next to the mic, but usually Johnny puts it right to the mic, but mine's not on automatic adjust. So I am sorry, Janice. So hope you guys can hear me okay. Can you guys hear Johnny? Can you guys hear Ron? Give us a thumbs up in the chat. They look like this. Hold on. Where's my phone? Because I got to go to YouTube to do that.
Smash that thumbs up.
Smush it. Let's see if there's this music therapy Laz dude. Is he on line, perhaps? There he is. He's got some Jeff Becky kind of looking guitar there. That's what it looks like right there. Let me do it into the live chat. Now, if you put this in the live chat like this, it doesn't work. There's a particular button. You have to leave the live chat. There you go. And then, thank you, Johnny. Look at that. Oh, that's the God's cock. Oh, my God.
That's an actual pick. This is actually from the show.
It's not by accident that the character from Spinal Tap is almost a dead-on ringer for Jeff Beck because... and I'm looking forward to the next movie. They're going to be in September, I believe, right? I think it's September.
I don't know, but we should go.
Spinal Tap. Oh, we definitely.
Let's go. I know we missed Star Wars,
Max,
but we
Max.
definitely need to go see the Spinal Tap movie.
Yeah. I did watch it on Disney Plus, though. I watched the Revenge of the Fifth, or the Sixth, or the Sith, which we had all three of this past week, and yeah, man, it was cool. You know, even though there were those whiny moments that you really remember Anakin whining a lot, it's not that much. It's just a little bit of whining, and then it gets evil. He just starts like chopping up younglings and stuff. Anyway, if you haven't seen that movie yet, I hope I didn't blow it for you.
Spoiler alert, he becomes Darth Vader.
and he is
What are you having?
Luke's father, by the way.
Wait a minute. Somebody had some In-N-Out tonight, man.
That's right. I did mention to someone, I think, that I got to get me some In-N-Out today.
Well,
Because it was a crazy, well, every day, Johnny. But the burger part, where's the beef? Is that what she said? All right. Now we're getting into it already. So, The Saints. Okay, that's a good movie. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. That's another person who recently passed away, right? And really, really sad. Val Kilmer. I don't know how to say his name. Kilmer.
from the movie version.
The movie.
There was
version.
also a TV version.
Yeah, with James Bond in it before he was James Bond. I watched those. I love all those kinds of spy movie TV show things. And
Let's watch them on here. Let's just bootleg movies on your channel.
Let's do that. We should do that on Twitch Lab's channel. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
We'll
What do you guys think? Would that be better than this?
He can like stick his finger in it. Oh my god! All right, so let's do this, man. Ryan Hall also here. Right on.
Ryan.
Let's say hello to the top
Say
tier of your
hello.
channel members.
I don't even know if I have them yet because I haven't turned that back
Oh
on.
my gosh.
But I know that they are there, just waiting for me to hit the button. And I was hoping I'd have a chance to do it today, but you guys don't even want to know my day dealing with banks and my money and them not wanting to give me my money. It's like, really? Anyway, that's a long story, but I'll tell you guys off air. But that is what banks do. They are evil. like Doth. All right, so we got Steve Gunner saying hi to Janice. We got the Magic Man is here, sticking his what in the what? He was sticking his finger in the camera.
Magic Man.
You know,
What's up, dude?
nothing weird. Oh, baby, says Janice. We're talking about. Oh my God.
Well, we know what's going where.
And she is also referencing "Smell the Glove." That is one of the albums that Spinal Tap from the movie came out with, right? Smell the Glove.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Scott. Right, he's saying hi,
Scott, Rich, Ryan.
Oh, okay, Ryan's been deafened as well by the claps and the laughs and the whatnot. Raymond, Uncle Raymond in the chat. Dude,
Raymond.
Johnny and I are going to be going down to hang out with G. Butchnoff. He's supposedly going to be buying some tickets, or I'll have to buy him. One or the other, we're going to buy some tickets to the Temecula SoCal DLR show. And I got to tell you guys something. I don't know if you've seen any of the footage of the recent, footage that's been released of one of his
I haven't
shows.
seen any of it.
I didn't really watch it much because I was driving to the lawyers today and back, but I listened to it. And I got to tell you, man, that buddy of yours who's playing guitar on that stuff, man, he knows what he's doing. He definitely is playing it like the way Eddie would play it. Like if I close my eyes.
Al
never seen
Estrada?
it- I guess so.
Al
Yeah.
Estrada? Dude,
Yeah, that's the guy,
amazing.
right?
Amazing. If there was a
Nailing.
Van Halen tribute player out
Nailing.
there, it's Al Estrada.
yeah.
And
Him and Paco.
Francis? Francis?
Yeah, Francis.
Yeah,
your buddy
they're
Francis.
amazing, man.
Greasy.
So, I'm telling you, if you just listen to it and it's not, camera on Dave the whole time in his package, if you know what I mean, it's pretty enjoyable. I got to say.
Have you had apple juice tonight?
No, not yet, but I've been having this chocolate shake,
Oh.
But Johnny, I get
Is that-
excited when I'm doing the show.
Is that chocolate shake made with Bailey's?
No, but that's a great idea. And,
That's a great idea.
Not really much of a drinker, but I'll teetotal.
Dude, you fooled us, man.
Well, I'm not slurring words, but I'm talking fast, Johnny. So keep up. All right, next. I think we said hi to most of these people, except this guy. Look at this guy right here, Bay Area Rich.
Rich.
What's up, Bay Area Rich? He just
Dude.
told me he's taking us to the Who show, dude. Is that amazing or what?
Yeah, dude, that's
Grant
amazing.
Relic. Dude, you rock. Yeah, I've got a story. If you're ready for the Who story, I can tell you a Who story.
Who?
It's a real story. That's what I said.
Of who?
He's on third.
I don't know.
Who's on second?
No.
Was it the
What-
time you left the tickets in your car and you wouldn't break the window to get the tickets out?
I wanted to break the window of my cousin's friend's car, but my cousin's way bigger than me and he wouldn't let me. He locked our tickets into his friend's car because he came with them. I met them in the parking lot. Then he joined me in my car, and we were partying a little bit with the ganja, you know. And they left already, and he wanted to party some more because that's my cousin Art. And I'm like, I hear the tool, woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, dude, they're starting. Let's freaking go already. Art can be just a little bit of a handful at times, as they say. It was louder than that. Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta hold that up to a guitar. No, hold it up to a guitar. That's the way to do it. But Johnny's here too, and so is Ron. Look at that. All right, let's go to the bottom of the chat. But yeah, thank you everyone who has subscribed and who has, joined as a member. I will get that done this week, I promise. I've got to get it done before Sunday. I do have to fund the money to the SoCal fire relief thing. I'll fully show you guys everything there. Last month was MS month. I'm funding some money to them as my charitable 10% contribution of whatever you guys throw at me here goes into the channel, and then 10% goes to a very good charitable organization. Like this month for May, we're doing the what is it called? There's the Guitars for Vets. That's another one, but there's the
Human Fund.
No, there's the one with the there's that too, because I do that every week with the giveaways. But then there's members of the humans out there. But I do also support and do the what is it called? Not Guitars for Vets. See, I keep wanting to say that. It's the other one.
Strumming?
No, it's another veterans thing. The one where it's like oh my god, I have the T-shirt right in the closet over there. Anyway, it'll come to me. But it's one of those. So we're doing that this month. The one that I can't remember. All right. So today, because I did not get this, I want to show you guys this. See, if I had time, I would have brought this up as a picture, loaded into StreamYard and have it ready, but no time. No time for all that. This is what today's show is about, right? Let's solo me on there, right? We got the focus. The Flying Pickles 5150 is done. What's next? See the hint there? Does anyone recognize that? I mentioned it earlier in the chat. What's up, NPM? NPM 5150. NPM, what kind of guitar is that? Do you recognize that? If I really go close to this Fender certification thing. Oh, I'm right on the camera now, so I can't get closer, but I am building a Jeff Beck Lefty neck, which you cannot buy from Fender. And Jeff Beck would say it's a piece of crap anyway. What they sell, he says that thing's just.
Oh my gosh!
That is what he said. I'm just saying. Well, I'm quoting what Jeff Beck said, and you can watch the video.
Really?
He's not very hot on the actual model from Fender, but he's not a big fan of those noiseless pickups, But I did buy the official Jeff Beck parts, and I bought an all parts Fender, headstock Lefty neck that I'm gonna put the roller nut and all that into it. The one thing that I'm going to stick to the original concept of his is I'm not going to put what I'd really want to put on there is a Vega tram. I'm going to leave it the original 2-point like he usually uses.
Dude.
I know I should probably put a Vega tram.
He
probably would if he was around and knew about the Vega tram. But, you get used to a certain feel, and he's gotten used to the feel of how he sets up his guitars. And you all know, guitar aficionados anyway, gear nerds like the three of us for sure, maybe Magic Man, Bent Tom for sure, he probably knows. Other people like that, they know about the 2-point kind of locking tremolo that he uses and how he angles it up a little bit, and it's a little off the body, and that thing is floating. And it's hey, set up by Marshall. What's up, dude? It is set up just for, his style, and he's got a very unique style, as you know. Probably one of the most recognizable, and I think it was said by Rick Beato. Remember Rick Beato, Johnny? At NAMM?
I met him.
He's a good guy.
Yes, Raymond.
You know what he said about Jeff Beck? He said he is one of those players that is just not copyable. You just can't what do you say? Impersonatable? Something like that, where you can't impersonate him. He's got such a unique style.
Laz,
Yes.
Laz, What was the
Yeah.
last recording Jeff Beck did?
Oh, I don't know. I know he did some stuff with Johnny Depp. He did something with that gal. What's her name? But he did some. I think it was Ozzy, wasn't it? The last actual recording. What was that? Planet 9, or what was the name of that song? Something
Patient
like that?
9. Patient number 9.
Planet number 9. Remember that movie?
It was Patient
Ronnie,
number
you know
9.
what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Planet 9 from outer space.
Yep.
Or was it Plan 9?
I like Plan 9.
It's
Plan
Plan 9 from outer space. Yeah, somebody had the 9th plan, and that was the one that worked, I guess. Anyway, here we are on the Gear and Demo Show. Totally off topic. Why not? But, yeah, man. MPN. Have you seen this thing yet, man? I haven't put the stickers on yet, but I've got the 5150.
Let's see it.
Let me go ahead and give you guys the full view
Let's see that.
with this here.
You're going to give us the full Nelson?
That's right, man.
The full Laz.
Look at that thing. Johnny helped out with the side view of the stripes because you can't really find a lot of pictures that show how they connect on the side. And I don't know if this is perfect, but yeah, it's inspired by, and this is inspired by EVH on the Slime Green 5150 EVH guitar, right? And I'm going to put the Kramer logo that I have on there on the blue stripe, right? And then I'm going to put the star up at the top and the 5150 down below. And I guess I can put it as a star over here somewhere, right, too? I guess.
You should get like that, if you can find that color green 5150 in the star and stuff.
That would be kind of cool. But because the red, button there is red, I figure let's stick to the 5150 in red with the star up there in red and the Kramer black Kramer logo. But, for the money that I paid for this thing, Johnny, I don't think you can beat a guitar like this. This was about $800. They usually go used for around that right now. And I'll tell you something. It's got two of the best humbuckers you can get on the market out there, right? You've got the D-Tuna 1000 bridge, which the only bad part is something G. Butchnoff could explain
Floyd
to
Rose
you.
1000.
Did I say something? What did I say?
You said D-Tuna 1000.
Oh, the D-Tuna is on the Floyd Rose 1000 is what I meant. And notice the issue with the downward pointing D-Tuna. That's because of the way they bend the metal on that bridge up there. It's not squared off like the original D-Tunas were made, designed to work with that being not angled down where the metal's pointing down. You see that? You guys see what I'm talking about? And G. Butchnoff pointed that out to us, and that's why the D-Tuna is leaning down toward the guitar. You'd actually have to tilt it up from the back to get that so it's straight, popping in and out, right? But other than that, what's also nice about this guitar is you've got your switch up here for your three-way switch. Now, if you really want to modify this, you can, go into modifying that switch and do some split coil stuff if you want to. But, if you know how to ride your volume knob and your tone knob, right? Where is it? You can get a lot of sounds out of this thing. You don't maybe need to do all that fancy switcherooski. What I showed, I guess it's good that this is off. What I showed Ron is, notice inside that pocket there.
Oh.
Oops. What direction do I need to go? Here we go. Notice inside that pocket there, this thing's got some unique accoutrement on the pots. There's a little black one on the volume, and then there's a little orange one on the tone. And of course, the tone is stiff. This one's quick and slidey for those cathedral kind of moments, right? So really, compared to a lot of guitars in this price range, especially if you get one used like this, I don't think you're going to find a better neck. Secondly, these necks are amazing. And I like the headstock. I just always like the banana headstock, so that's so cool. So for me, I mean, in this price range, I don't think you're going to find anything near this in quality, really. I find one. I guess maybe there are some E-Arts or whatever those other brands are that are making them with stainless steel frets and all this and that, but I don't think you can beat that EVH guitar for, what it is. And designed by the guy who was like the master of the modding, right? Eddie Van Halen.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
So,
I saw them before, like years before they came out.
yeah,
I was
they're
there.
You were there.
I was there. I was literally there, and I saw them years ago.
That's very cool.
Amazing.
So let's see what the chat has to say here. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Something about a finger. I don't know what happened with that. D-tuna. Okay, yeah. Hard to get an accurate one. Luck of the draw. You know, I'm having trouble with that, to be honest with you. I was told by Ron I got to tune to the D, and then I've got to, you know, it should work with the E, but it's not. So it's either the E's in or the D's in. It's one or the other. And it's not so easy to
you have to.
I got to figure it out.
You have to pull it out. I'm talking about the D-tuna. Tune to D. Fine tune it. There's a set screw on the side of it.
Okay.
And then you push it. Yeah. If you don't adjust that, forget it.
Oh, there is. Look at that. Okay, that's what the trick is. Thank you, Johnny. Did you know that?
You're welcome.
Because Ron's not an EVH. You know, he's the Randy Rhoads and other guitars, but I don't think Ron has a lot of EVH guitar experience, do you? Ron.
I have, what do I have? I have a Circles in storage.
Do any of them have a D-tuna on them?
No.
Okay, that's
no, but I've set some up for people.
Okay. Did you know about the little screw on the side of it?
Yeah, there's little Allen wrench comes with
the
it.
The Circles doesn't have a D-tuna?
I took it off.
Well, it depends. Okay, let's see.
But it came with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took it off and I put it on someone else's guitar at 1-in-1.
A little black dot right underneath the saddle screw.
You should have got a real little Allen wrench that came with that.
Of course. Of course, I have it somewhere, Ron. And by the way, I was able to get an Allen key that fit the knob tightening. Yeah, I was able to get that on there, so the knobs are on there. So it's just a matter of sticking stickers on that thing, and every day I think I'm going to have lots of hours of extra time. Something always happens.
I used to have a Bumblebee. I sold that.
Oh man, yeah, I'd like to have one of those. But you know what's cool about this green guitar is that even though it's not the right shade of green, after I get tired of the Flying Pickle like kind of look, I might go out and get some stripes and do a Rasta on there. You know, because it's just pinstriping. I can just remove it, clean it up, and some other ones. You know. Or
you can trade it to Johnny.
I know Johnny wants it. Johnny, you've got more guitars than, especially now. Anyway, so let me go ahead and
I've got one tomorrow night.
Right
I've got
on.
an unboxing tomorrow night right there.
Go ahead and put this back on here real quick. But so let's why don't we, while I'm doing this, Ron, why don't you tell the folks what you've been working on lately? You want me to solo you? You want to show some pictures or anything like that?
This week, well, I can show you this one. Wait a minute, I can just switch cameras here. Wait.
There you go. So they're not disappear on us now while we're soloing here. I always put them on the spot. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I like that contrast, man. That is sweet. So if you guys don't know, that is the Kramer guitar that Johnny had. And that got then given to me to mod, and then I couldn't do the mod squad room, so it sat around forever. And then I had all the parts or got the parts.
No, this is a different one.
No, this is not.
This is MPN's.
No, that's not.
No.
That's CiCi's.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I know. You sent me the pictures before.
I don't know what's going on.
that is CiCi's guitar.
In these shows, it's hard to keep up.
CiCi.
Yeah, that is CiCi's guitar. I've been block sanding it some today to level it out some. Then I have to clear it. Then he sent some other parts for it. Mm-hmm. So it's getting done.
Yeah.
And then the next one to get done will be, well, after I got 3 right now. This week I've done 3 guitars.
And you're like working on, okay, this one's got a spray coat, I got to let it dry, then I'll work on that one.
I'm going back and forth on all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I have I have MPN. Well, wait. Let me finish this one first. Again, this is CiCi's, and
Sky
it's
Prop's
going to
giving
be
you
it's going to be the third one done this week. So, and we did it. I cleaned up the lines on it. And then I got to thinking that the whole idea behind that is what you guys set up, right?
Yeah.
And that was to have it like a kid.
It's
What a
gotta be
kid could
something
do.
Like a kid can do it. Like a kid can
Okay.
buy a can of spray paint and some painter's tape, and do like Eddie Van Halen and
Yeah.
do his own like mod up and customize it or whatever kind of thing. Yeah.
So that's what I started cleaning up the lines from the bleed through on it and everything, and I'm thinking, well, in my taste, I think I'm gonna sand the whole thing back down and redo it. Then I got to thinking about it. Well, no, a kid, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like a
Right.
teenager would
Yeah,
do
man.
it and what they could
Hey,
do. So that's that one. No, someone asked Max. No, that is going to be just black with the white stripes. Although it is getting the red 5150 logo, a red 5150 truss rod cover.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
the
the red and white one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All these.
The
things.
headstock
Well, all
going to
this
be
stuff
done
I
like
put
that too,
around.
with a couple stripes. So that is CiCi's. That'll be the third one to be completed this week.
Nice.
So let me switch back here.
And there is a case that I included.
Yeah, there's a case in it.
For CC, I included a case with it, so it's a hard shell case.
Yep.
So that was my gift to CC for allowing me to hold his guitar in my storage for 2 years.
Yeah, Johnny, you had it for what, a little over a year. Laz, you had it for
Yeah.
2 years. I've had it for
Something like
a
that,
month
yeah.
and a half.
Ron will be done with it in a month and a half. Congratulations, Ron.
So, well, that's that one.
Kind of like mod setup like he has right now, but I don't know if Johnny's ever going to be doing any spray painting out there. Are you? Maybe in the sun out there.
No, I don't paint.
You just want to accidentally.
I tried years ago. I painted guitars years and years and years ago, and
yeah.
it was
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys don't
Disaster.
know, watch Johnny's, like, he's got videos on YouTube from like 15 years ago. Seriously. I mean, this guy's been doing this for a long
15, no, 19, almost 20.
19, oh my God.
20. My channel goes back 20 years.
Johnny Bean invented YouTube, basically. That's what it's like the Al Gore of YouTube, Johnny Bean.
Okay. Now wait.
Thank you so much.
This is MPN's guitar. MPN's guitar will be finished this weekend, and
Ollie.
we had talked about it. It was going to be the that universe type finish on it,
Yeah, you want to show that?
and it's a Kramer guitar, so it's called the Cosmo Kramer for those of you who are Seinfeld fans.
All right,
But
there
this
you go.
is all right.
Show it.
This is I'm going to try to do this here.
Show it.
Do it.
Look at that. That is sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, man. And look at that sparkle, man. That's got that universe sparkle. Look at that. Those nebulas popping in there like that. Look at that. Nice. Is that gold paint too? You splattered on there like that? That's sweet.
No, that's all. That's powder.
Oh, powder. So you just fleck it on, right?
That's cocaine, Laz.
Okay.
That's meth.
So that's out in the sun. Obviously, I'm letting the
Yeah.
But now there's a few things I'm going to do different on the next ones. I do like this, although no two will be alike.
Very cool.
But I'm not going to use so much glitter on the next ones.
Uh-huh.
And then
I like all that glitter on that one, though.
well,
Really-
yeah, the
How's
glitter,
that?
but what I like the red on the back. So I'm using that
I get you.
automotive clear, and it's thicker, thank God. But where I threw the powder, it covered really nice with one or two coats of clear. I've had to do quite a few with the glitter, so now what I got to do is bring it in, level sand it, and then put two more coats of clear on, and it'll be done. And
Ron,
then
you should adjust your camera so that your name and email and all that stuff's not
well,
the bottom half of your face. Oh,
wait
there
a
you
minute, and then
go. I'm just saying.
I have the first two coats No, sorry. First 3 coats of lacquer on the candy apple red base today.
Oh, nice. Okay, hold on. Let me oh, baby, look at that. Dude, that is nice. Nice.
So it's been a busy week,
Like-
and what sucks is the weather.
Candy,
It's-
baby.
Yeah.
You know that song, right? That's a Montrose song. That's a Sammy song, y'all. You know that one, Johnny, right? She's like rock candy, baby. Something like that.
Oh, wait, here's
Isn't that?
another one. This Laz, that looks like what it looks like.
Holly
A
knows.
lot of comments coming in. This is part of MPNs.
Oh, all right. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
You can see their tail,
Yeah.
like the comments tail.
Yeah.
that is actually gold powder, not gold flake.
powder, like you fleck it on there like that.
Yeah.
Right. You like basically you have it on the brush and you go flong right.
No, I just had it. I poured it in the palm of my hand and just threw it on there.
Oh, you just threw it on. Okay. I thought maybe you're doing the chef version, like
No,
like-
I just had it on there.
up a notch.
Flicked it, so
Johnny, you know that show, right?
I don't watch TV.
Oh my God. It's Emerald Live, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kick it up a notch. You gotta spice it up with something, right? You kick it up a notch. There you go. Look at that. Dang. Nice. Wow. That's pretty amazing, dude. Look at the
Yeah.
reflection off. That's like a mirror. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, obviously, Ron, if you guys don't know, he's done auto body painting. Okay, hold on. Dude, I'm gonna have you do a like a gold boy for me.
there you
I'm
go.
gonna buy one of them cheap Ivanhoe. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The Joe Satriani Goldie.
Chrome.
One of those chrome and gold.
I want to do this next.
They had the gold one at NAM, dude. You saw it, right? They're badass. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, nice. Frankie. Yeah. The original Frankie Johnny. The original. Anyway, the Mary Shelley.
So, yeah. Now
Eddie
I
Van
have
Halen.
I have one other thing. So those 3 guitars are, will should be able to finish painting the bass tomorrow, clear it Saturday, and then I'm going to be able to finish MPNs,
Ian knows.
and then hopefully CiCi's. Then I get to start on Bay Area Rich's Buddy Guy, red with white
nice.
polka dots.
Oh, very
dots.
cool.
But I wanted to show something else. It showed
That's
up
going to be
yesterday.
cool. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Crackle? Is that a crackle? Oh, look at that. Look at that, you guy. Look at that. Nice.
I want to thank Mr. Bay Area Rich for making this possible.
That is such an amazing guitar. I love how it's silver to that blue. And that's kind of almost like a Lake Placid blue, too. So that's a really nice blue. I've always liked that blue. Even darker than that. Did any of you guys catch the recent
Very great. So,
custom-
Rich, thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you, Rich. Rich rocks. Yeah. Hey, Matt Stewart, what's up? He's late. It's all right, dude.
So I was sitting here today and I'm thinking, all these crackles that I got within the last year and a half.
Mhm.
That one's from Arizona. That one's from Nevada. That one's California. That one was Arizona. That was Arizona. That was Arizona. That was California. It's like I got it. They're
Nice.
all from coming out from out west.
From the west all the way out to the Ohio Appalachians, right? Basically, the foothills of the Appalachians in Ohio. There you go.
That's it. So again, thank you so much, Rich, for making that happen.
Thank
That
you,
is
Rich.
Killer.
And if you guys want to hear that guitar, I played the guitar.
Oh yeah, that exact one.
That
Yes.
exact one, yeah.
Although I gotta admit, it sounds different now. It's got a Seymour Duncan
Let me check that out.
SH6 in it.
All right, let's see. Where did you send them to? My G's saying my wife something or another. Heard her back. Oh, gee, I hope she's all right. Oh, my sweetie's messaging me now. Oh, she sent me a voice message. All right, I'm gonna have to mute myself.
Just saying, get off the phone or get off the internet, Laz.
I'm getting messages too.
I'm not.
We get messages nonstop.
I don't.
Someday.
Yeah, well. No, Raymond, I like they come from out west here to the east. What was that John Candy Wagons East, that John Candy movie?
Mm-hmm.
Last movie, well, he died making it. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so I set it up, new strings, put a pure tone in it right away.
All right, I'm back.
Military coated, shield coated underneath the new pickup, in the cavity, everything. So it's all
Nice. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention that I was going to add to the EVH 5150 is these. Because the strap that I'm going to put on it is the bomber strap, which is, it's probably put away. It's put away, but I'm going to use the bomber strap on it, even though it's not officially a 5150 thing, whatever. I don't care. So who else is here? She want to know if Laz needs her to pick up more apple juice. No, actually, she wanted to know if there was dinner and did I make dinner. And I said no, because I already told her by a previous message I sent her I'm getting in and out. And I didn't get her in and out. So I told her, you'll get your own in and out for yourself. Anyway. Anyway, so
we had some delicious Mexican food today.
Oh yeah, you guys were telling me about that.
And we had ice creams. We had the world's best ice cream sandwich. You can watch footage on my show tomorrow night of that.
All right, we'll watch that. That'll be fun. Look at that thing.
Cool.
You got the body right there.
Show that. Highlight that.
Let's give it a little spinaroo. Don't
I'll
drop
back.
Oh, that's nice. I like how you did that, the halfway thing. And so you guys, so you understand, when I talked to CiCi about taking that guitar off Johnny's hands and then modding it in the proverbial mod squad room that I was going to build upstairs in my storage room, it didn't happen. Here, I'm going to move Johnny down and move you up. It didn't happen because I wasn't allowed to use that storage room as like something to go in and sit around in and do stuff in. It's meant for storage only, which is kind of like, come on, man. But it is what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, the CiCi guitar is finally starting to look like what we were envisioning, right? And it's getting a Vega trem. It already has the Gibson Kramer style Eruption 78 pickup, right?
So it's definitely, I want it to look like a teenage, like, you know, this is what a teenager would do. Yeah. And that's how this how this half came about, because let me explain that real quick.
Yeah, there's a difficulty.
Well, I was at the store the other day. Just so happened to be for a music class, there was a bunch of 13, 14-year-olds.
Yes, it is, Magic Man.
For the music class. For a field trip from the music school, or to the store from their music class. And I took the opportunity because they were talking about there was no Van Halen guitars in the store.
At the store, right?
Yeah. And so I saw an opportunity, and I was like, wait a minute, these kids are the same age bracket you guys were talking about. So I said, hey, if you guys got a cheap guitar and you just had a little bit of money to work on it to make it a Van Halen, I said, well, how would you do it? Well, I'll paint the face of it, make it look Eddie. And a lot of them said that. So I just did. I wrote CiCi and told him, I said, we're going to do it like the kids wanted that they would do it. So we're just
and he was all for it, right? So kudos to CiCi, by the way, who's he's a trooper, because he's waited like literally 3 years for something to happen with this guitar. It's finally happening now.
So it's because I started, obviously when you do this, there's bleed through on the stripes. And I went through and cleaned a lot of it up, and I started thinking, oh, wait a minute, if I was a 14-year-old kid, let's just, some will be done, some won't. Let's do it. And then I know there's some, like when you sand it some, there's some fading on Eddie's. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make this look like like something a kid would do.
Absolutely, man.
But the only difference is this is going to have clear on it like MPN's guitar. So,
Yeah, that's a good idea. So it's going to protect it,
yeah,
so it won't just wear off.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to see what he's talking about, look at what I used as the mock-up for the striping. All right, you can see that, this is the already rather road-worn version of the 5150 that someone put like little lines through it so you know what size stripes to put. And look at how, worn out the edges of the striping and stuff like that is on this thing already.
Yeah.
So obviously he painted that Schwinn, what is it, sunset red or whatever color?
Yeah.
Over the white, right? Here's another picture. There you go. And that's why it's wearing off down to the white wherever it wears off. So you see that where he puts the duct tape, it pulls it off there too, on the left and right horn there, right?
You can see like the bleed through from the black and all that.
From the
So
black
that's
and all that stuff. See?
So I'm doing this one the reason why it's just the black and white is because you guys went through just an inspired by.
Exactly.
Then it became an exact copy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then in the month and a half I've had it, we went through 17 different paint jobs so far.
Talked about, yeah.
Yeah. So
basically there were a lot of discussions going on, including parts and wirings and la-da-da-da. I mean, the very fact that this has a Kramer Gibson branded Kramer, Eruption 78 copy of the, the proper sounding. Even my 5150 here has a different sounding pickup in it than what Eddie had in the original 84. So we're not going for exactly 84, or 5150 or whatever year it was. I think it was 84.
Yeah. So
we're not going by exactly that thing. We're going by inspired by it, and hence why I even did different color stripes on mine. I went with my birds that I am missing. And just like I'm missing Eddie Van Halen in my life, I have to go catch David Lee Roth, and it's not Eddie. This is the first time I'm going to see Roth, but without Eddie. And I got to see Alex talk about music. And I was at the show, but I didn't get to go. Long story. Got tickets locked in my cousin's friend's car, and I tried to wrestle my cousin to let me break the window to get the tickets so I can see Van Halen finally. And never happened. But I've seen Mammoth, WVH. I've seen Wolf every single show he's even near me. I drove as far as LA and as far as Reno to catch Van Halen related shows, including Mammoth, several times. I saw Mammoth every time they were close to me. And I tell you, man, his new video, if you guys haven't seen the new Van Halen song and video with Robert Rodriguez doing the directing of it from Dusk Till Dawn, that was a great movie that he co-directed with Tarantino, and has some amazing footage of that whole bar scene and what's his name, Danny Toretto, or I can't say his name right, but the mean looking Mexican dude, the guy.
Machete.
Yeah, Machete. Anyway, Machete. Anyway, he's in the beginning of it too and throughout it. And then of course all the wolves are there, including werewolves and everything else. So if you haven't seen that video yet, just go to The End Mammoth WVH and put The End into it. And if you don't think that Eddie Van Halen, who he said about his son, wait till you see this kid. He's got something for you. Just wait till you see what he's going to do. His dad was right, because he's done every single instrument on these recordings himself, and then he has his band that he put together to play it live. But that kid could play the drums, he could play the bass, he could play the guitar, he could play keyboards, and he can sing. And there's a live video of him playing this song live at a recent show, I think in San Diego or something like that. And he's nailing every single hammer-on and every single note live and singing at the same time. So if you think, oh, yeah, sure, it's easy to do when you're playing it, sitting down at a console and take after take, watch the live version, because I tell you what, man, Eddie's son knows how to play the guitar. And if anyone questions, if any of the, people out there, whatever kind of people you are, who would question, his reason to exist as a musician out there outside of him being his father's son, you need to get your head checked because this guy's got it all. He's a superstar.
Thank you, Rich. This
Bringing
is so
rock
pretty.
and roll back in a big way, if you ask me. He's making headlines. He's even got Slash in that video with him, man. And I thought one of the vampire people was Timmons, but it wasn't. I thought it was him because one of the blonde guys. I thought, is that? No, and like, no, it's not. So anyway, that would have been cool if it was, but that would have been cool to see more cameos in that. But it has his mamacitas in it. She's in there kicking ass, and it's even got his wife in it during the video. She's kicking butt on vampires and werewolves and stuff, and his mom is over there kicking butt on him too. So it's a great video. If you guys haven't seen it, it's amazing. Yeah, he can definitely play, right, Ben Tom? Yeah, he's uber talented, you guys. This is the next level kind of talent you're seeing out of a lot of the millennial kids. They're next level because they got YouTube and all this other stuff to help learn them, teach them stuff they can learn by. I tell my nephews and other young people all the time, hey, you got no excuses because you got YouTube, man. We have to do it the hard way. And maybe it was better in some ways using your ear, but now you can do both, man. You can watch someone else.
Yeah, I've talked about that before. I think it kind of
it's the best of all worlds.
Well, in my eyes, though, for the longest time, I thought it kind of took away creativity because, say, you want to learn a song, so you're going to go on YouTube. Now everybody's going to play the same song the same way.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're seeing that on YouTube now because that is what everyone wants to do. YouTube is, and Insta and TikTok and all that. It's a perfect platform to put something up quick and be the first thing. After a while, to be the first thing kind of gets lame, and people are going to want creativity. They're going to want novelty. They're not going to want another copycat because the copycat thing is easy. How many Van Halen bands are there out there, right? Now you got Dave doing it and Sammy doing it. And then you've got every town's at least got one Van Halen like band, right? Johnny knows, right? Johnny agrees. Oh, there you go. There he is. You have to WhatsApp me for my attention. Because
What's up?
There, I'm looking at us up here and the chat, which is a lot to look at. Yeah, Miles Kennedy's rocking, dude. That guy is killer. So, Johnny, we're going to go to the Who, and then are you going to come? You're coming with me to Temecula. We're going to go play.
Yeah, I told you I'd go. Yeah.
G's drums. So we're setting that up already. That's in motion.
Let's
As a matter
go.
of fact, I'm thinking about getting through Booking.com. I like using that. I'm thinking about seeing if it's not too expensive, getting a room at that casino. Because then if we're at the casino, we might even run into those dudes. Could happen at a casino. What else is there to do in Temecula? Right? So you never know.
Well,
They're just in and out for the show. That's possible too.
I know people.
There you go. So Johnny, did you guys know Johnny's fun to hang out with? Not just because he knows people, because he's actually a really fun hang too, by the way.
Thank
We
you.
have so many laughs. I mean, the bathroom thing, the prison. Remember the prison, the bathroom at the prison. If you guys are wondering what the hell is Laz talking about bathrooms at a prison, but our friend Magic Man can tell that story. We'll never let him live that one down, man. It was funny. Yeah. So we were going to talk about some other stuff on this show, and it's almost over. It was just guitar and gear talk. But should I plug that thing in? I can't really play it very well. John, you got to come here on Monday. Come here on Monday and play it. You got to tell me your opinion.
You want me there Monday?
Yeah. Yes, please.
First thing Monday?
Yes, please.
Let me
Hold on, I got to untangle myself here.
What is Monday?
Day after Sunday.
The 12th?
The 12th.
Oh, Mother's Day. Mother's Day is Sunday. The 12th. Okay. May 12th.
See if I can get this.
I can be there.
I'm not going to be playing through the Van Halen pedal board setup. I'm going to be going through the Nemesis, Randy Rhoads.
That's going to be a long day, but I can be there.
All right, you can do it.
I have to hang out
Go ahead.
all day. So
Oh no.
Uh-oh, something just fell over or something. I don't know what's happening.
My headphones are yanking
That is
everything
laptop?
apart. Oh yeah, because I pulled my laptop with my headphones. Jeez. There we go. I'm back.
Okay, so Monday.
Monday.
I'll be there. What's the weather up there? Is it going to be hot? Is it getting hotter?
I would not say it's going to be super hot because
It was nice down here today, man.
Slightly sprinkly.
Oh. I was going to say, I'll bring a guitar.
You got noises. Ooh, a little loud. Let's get that.
Let's see, Walnut Creek Monday. Oh, it may be raining. Oh, okay.
How's that for loudness?
It's loud. What? No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
Are you sure?
It's already 100 degrees in Palm Springs where your friend lives, Holly. Holly, when I was on tour years ago, our tour manager had a house in Palm Springs, and we stayed in Palm Springs for a couple days, and there was this lady next door that was talking to us through a bush. She was like really like wasted, some lady, and she was like in the bush watching us swim. It was a really weird thing.
Sorry, John.
The peeping Tammy.
I've got crazy stories for you guys, and it's all true. I don't make any of this stuff up.
Doesn't.
Laz will tell you. Even we go on adventures and crazy stuff happens.
That's the 5150 Iconic, by the way, you guys. Going through a orange cab with V30s in it. That's just when I'm dynamically playing it lightly.
Oh crap! I've got one of those too, man. Did you see mine? The kill switch?
It's fun to have those. Okay, now check
I got a kill switch too now, man. Look at that. Maybe I'll bring this up, man. Do you want to see this?
Yeah.
I'll bring this on Monday. Bay Area Rich.
There it is. There it is. That's what you can do with a real tube amp, you guys. Get that harmonic resonance floating about in the room. It's an awesome thing. So, yeah, I can't do any of that like...
Flip to this bridge picket. There you go.
I need a pick. One second. Let's grab one of these appropriate picks. It's noisy. You hear the noise? Come on. There we go. I love the noise of an amp.
Wait a minute. The show ends in like 4 minutes, and we never saw that Jeff Beck strat. Right?
Yeah. I might have to run a little bit long, Laz, and show the stuff.
I gotta learn this song, John.
He has to go by In and Out. It's A minor G.
Oh shit!
It's not that. More pick giveaways? This is the rest of the show, you guys.
You gonna
Hey,
show,
I recognize that.
gonna show us?
Look at that. Wait. He finally used it. That's the first time he's used it. It's been there for 2 months.
That's what she said.
My MXR flanger from the 70s. He finally used it. And it's too bad. I'm going to pick it up on Monday.
You know what? Actually, that's not what I'm using. I'm using the walking on the moon pedal because I've got it on the road.
Well, play
right
that
now.
video. Play that video. The walking on the moon? What is that? Is that a chorus?
Laz, you gotta show what's in the box.
Okay, let's do that. What's in the box?
And then show the electroharmonics video too.
All right. Let's do that right now. While I grab the stuff out of the box, we'll show that, Johnny.
Is that a chorus? Really quickly, let me just. Can I get your word on this?
Oh yeah.
The walking on the moon
Pedal.
flanger. What's the story behind this?
Well, I don't know what they call. What do they call it? A flanger? I thought.
Yeah,
it was a chorus.
It says
It
flanger.
calls it a flanger. I would have called it a chorus pedal. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I've got one.
I've got one.
That's done with the
John, you got
Electro
one.
Harmonics, who are based out of New York.
Mhm.
Mike Matthews, I think the guy is. You know, I knew him. I met him in New York to do this little thing, but I think it came out good because I worked on it with them. They were just going to make a straight silver top black pedal. You didn't know it could have been anybody's, but I got them to call it the Walking on the Moon pedal, put my name up, blah, blah.
Yeah, right on, Andy. Where's that machine? There it is. There you go, Johnny. All right, and I'm unwrapping something underneath here right now.
Hey, now it's not that kind of show.
That's the next one, y'all. Right there. You know that color,
Dude,
right?
we need to build that on
Yes,
Monday.
we do. It's gonna take longer than a day.
No, it's not.
Maybe not. Maybe
Dude, you
not.
can build a guitar in like 20 minutes.
All right, you're probably right. All right. So that is the official. That is an official Fender Jeff Beck. God, this thing is making too much noise. There we go. It's in burn mode. Anyway, so that is the Olympic White right there, right? And this is a Jeff Beck body. You can tell by, if you buy the Jeff Beck model online or by Fender, it's got the little contour thing, cutaway right there. Contour cut there. It's got that do not use it little tilt adjust right there, right? And it's got the proper bridge, right? That one. I like
A
that
Vega
one.
trim would look really nice on there.
It would, but you know, this is a Beck thing, so we're gonna go with the Beck, like Beck. And then here's the other parts.
Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, he bend him like Beck. Because
I never saw that movie.
he was bending him before Beckham was bending him. Just saying. And then we've got the official, even though it's got the noiseless pickups in it, the official Jeff Beck. It's numbered. I got certifications and all that stuff. Right.
Well, heck, it's basically just screwing everything together. Then you can do that Monday.
basically one solder point, right, to the on-off thingy. And then you've got this is what's going to take a little more time, setting it up properly. Right. And it does have the little shims, which is kind of nice that they include those little metal ones. See that? And then there is also the stickers, and this is the part that's going to take a long time, Johnny. Long time is what she said. Just so you know. There were applause. More than once. Anyway. This neck is totally raw. So it's a raw lefty neck. Look at that.
Okay, remember when you put the screws in there, you put wax on the screws
Okay.
when you bolt it to the body.
Are you
Wax
talking about
on.
later tonight?
Wax
So
on.
this is a all parts Fender or Squire, whatever you choose, and I might, do some adjustment to the neck by sanding and.
You shouldn't be
torpedo.
touching that because your oils are going to get in there.
You have no idea how dry my hands are now.
How
Besides,
dry I am.
It's not going to make a difference. You know what Eddie Van
Does
Halen
that
would have
fit in the
done.
body?
We
Yeah,
don't-
it actually
we don't
does,
know.
but the screws are through the body right now, but I have fitted. It's very snug. It's a really good fit. So I'm going to be giving it the Jeff Beck treatment, so it looks just like the picture. And let me show you guys the picture again.
Picture.
Well, I don't think I've shown this one to you guys, right? Let me show you guys this one. So what I'm going to be going for here is this version of Beck's Strat. So he plays a Strat that has a lefty neck because he, of course, loved Jimi Hendrix, and this is the Jimi Hendrix lefty. See that? There you go. So, and one of the things I was talking about with Lewis, our friend from Fairfield Guitar Co., is because I don't think there's any copyright kind of thing regarding the strap that he played, on those shows. He has a particular white strap with like silver stars, or a star or two or something like that. I got to see.
Richie,
That goes
Richie
with
Sambora
that.
strap.
Okay, kind of. It's probably a Jeff Beck strap that Richie Sambora used. But anyway, Beck was doing it way before any of those guys, right? So Jeff Beck, man, there's stories about this guy. It's not by accident that Beato was saying that this guy's not copyable. He's one of those guys that had such a unique tone and sound and way of playing that just, it's him. And that's true of Eddie too, but a lot of people have copycatted Eddie. I don't think as many you'd say would be copycatting Beck unless they're playing Beck's songs and that kind of
More
thing, right?
people took the Eddie Van Halen approach.
Sure, because I think at that time too, keep in mind, that was the MTV generation. And that was where, in Beck's day, when he was super hot back in the late 60s, early 70s, before Montrose, he was like he actually influenced Jimmy Page. I mean, there's a lot of music that he put together in one album. I forget which one it is exactly. You might know. Maybe you know, Johnny, but you might know, Ron. But what was that album that he did with the black, kind of the ox blood that almost looks black?
Blow
Les
by
Paul?
blow?
Might be. Yeah, Blow by Blow. There was other stuff that he was doing right around before that time where he has that heavy sound. And I swear to God, there are like, I think interviews even with Jimmy Page where he'll admit he got that, some of that, the idea of what that hard, rough, kind of in your face sound from Beck. And then he was able to put together the band with, those guys to form Led Zeppelin. And that's why it happened. That's why he was kind of like, oh, he's kind of like when the Smashing Pumpkins, they were right there, almost about to hit the big time in the 90s with their music, and then Nirvana came out with their album right before them, and they're like, damn it, that son of a, stole the freaking all the fame and fortune.
Have you really listened to Patient Number 9 and Jeff's playing in that?
Yeah, I don't know how many
it's
times I
excellent.
watched that. Dude, he was perfectly healthy. He just got meningitis in the brain. That's one of the worst kind of fluke things that you can get. And that's why they say when you're getting old like us, Johnny, eat your vitamins because
I had my vitamins this morning.
have your vitamins, eat well, sleep well, and take your vaccines if you can, because I would not have had to deal with shingles for the last 3 weeks if it wasn't for for some of these companies don't have those things because they run out or whatever, like Kaiser was every time I asked them.
Here we go.
I was suffering. Yeah. I'm going to blame it on Kaiser. Well, I could have probably gone to Safeway or CVS or one of those pharmacy, Walgreens, and just had them do it. But hey, Marcel, what's up, dude? So that's what we've got going on for the next build, the official Jeff Beck Lefty. You can't buy a Lefty unless you have one custom made for you, like Jeff Beck's, or you do it yourself.
Does he ever stop talking?
I don't know.
Ron, do you want to go? Or you itching
No,
to hit
no,
some,
no.
All right, Johnny, what do you guys got to say? What are you going to do tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. Here, put me on full.
Okay, full
Put me on full. Put me on full mode.
full Monty Johnny here.
Tomorrow night, you guys,
Look at
talking guitars. We have an unboxing
Woo,
right
look at
there.
that. Oh, I see some kind of something guitars.
Something there. We have two, actually, we got two unboxings. I have to unbox
These?
this and then
Oh, look at
unbox that. It's a set. Factory set.
one
We'll
goes with
we'll
the
see
other.
what that's about. I have no idea. I have no
Isolences,
idea. I have no idea yet. We got that stuff. And
name
then
the movie, guys. Except
I
how-
mean maybe we'll show off the
oh
Pod
yeah,
Express.
definitely show that, dude. You gotta like
Maybe.
walk us through that thing. Tell us why people should get that.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, I've seen that around. Very cool.
It's cool stuff.
I got to still do this one. Hold on.
Oh no,
I know.
dude!
Oh, no.
You plug it in and the thing doesn't even work.
It's right there. No, it,
no,
it
no.
works. I just haven't hooked it up yet. So I got to download all the softwares and all this. It's complicated.
Do it.
Yeah. So that's the show, you guys. It is 8:14. We started a little late, so I guess we're officially an hour in. Thank you for joining us here at the Gear and Demo Show. You know, Ron, you've got that outgo intro music going. We'll hopefully catch you on Sunday at my Music is Therapy show, where last week I talked about music and how it can eliminate pain. Not entirely, but it'll definitely knock, according to studies, 20% off, which can save hospitals and you and everyone else a lot of money and suffering. So if you don't believe in the power of music, go watch last week's show before this Sunday's show. And this Sunday, what should we talk about, Johnny? What should we do?
Am I going to be there?
Do you want to be? If you want, we can talk about. I've been wanting to interview you. We could like talk about your brain. Like, see
Okay.
what's in there. You could shake up your brain and like see what pops out. No, seriously, you guys. I'd
Okay,
be very
bring me on.
Johnny's like his history in a sense, like what got him into music and how he's used music as a form of therapy. You know, a lot of things like what makes music so special to him and why is it such a big part of his life. I mean, he spends practically 24 hours a day. You don't sleep at all, right? It's like always on. Are you even real?
I usually sleep Wednesdays. Because there's nothing on Wednesdays. That's worth
I think
it.
Johnny's really a robot.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. First of all, yeah, dude, if you want me to come on,
Yeah,
if you want to do Sunday,
I've
I mean,
wanted to do that in a while.
if we do it,
Yeah.
we'd have to do it a little earlier, maybe.
I can
Exactly.
fix that, Holly.
9:30 or 10?
Peggy, how you doing?
9?
9? Yeah, 9.
9?
9 to 10.
All right, we're
9
gonna
to
have
10.
to unfortunately overlap Charles's show, but we can do that once. And I'll warn him.
I've
I'll
never
tell him,
seen
"Hey,
it,
can
so
you
I have
flip
no
your
idea."
show. Well, he does that one with Seth. You know, the guy who's the guy I ran into at Bananas at Large, and we messed around, had some pizza, and we played guitar, messing
Bananas
around,
at large.
guitar
wasn't-
messing around.
I wasn't there.
I can still.
That was
fix
the
it,
guy
Holly.
that when I picked up the Marshall, the one of 300 hand-wired copy replica of the actual very first
Wasn't
ever
me.
JTM 45 Marshall. It was me. It was me.
Okay.
Me and that guy.
Okay. All right. So, okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway, you guys, don't forget, happy birthday, Alex Van Halen.
Oh yeah, and my
today.
brother John, and Alex Van Halen,
And his
share
brother John.
birthday. John,
His
you
brother
rock.
John, who
My
likes
God.
all my Facebook posts.
Dude,
Thank you,
always.
John.
always likes everybody's stuff. John is the
Especially mine.
best. Yeah,
And then-
especially Johnny.
I did an exclusively Van Halen. Happy birthday, Alex Van Halen. It's in the chat. Check it out.
Right on. And we're going to be going to Temecula to catch the DLR show with our friend G. Butchnoff, who has Alex Van Halen's drums, some of them. He's got the official cowbell. He's got the official cymbals because he ordered them, and he's got the big bass drums. I think two of the same size or one of each. I don't know. He's got the bass drums. So we're gonna go down and catch that DLR show in Temecula at the casino down there. Join us there if you live in the area, man. We'll hey man, like some of the guys like Matt Stewart, he can come down for that show. Like he's in
Really?
yeah,
Matt
he's
Stewart?
not far from there. Remember he joined us at the Alex show at the book signing. Remember that?
Did he?
Yeah, he was there.
Was he there?
And he was there.
I saw him at NAM. I saw him
He
at
was at
NAM
NAM. He
at
was
the
at NAM
Marshall
as well.
booth.
Yeah, he was at NAM as well. And that other guy, what's that other guy who was at the Alex signing? It was that other dude. I forget his name. That tall guy. Anyway, there was a lot of people that I can't remember everyone's name. I'm terrible about this kind of thing. But Matt Stewart.
Is that the
he'll
guy
be
you
there.
bumped into?
He says he will be there.
No, I didn't really officially.
No, that
bump
guy's a
into
wuss,
him.
man.
Wuss
F
guy.
that guy.
I
Matt
just
Stewart.
wanna
Matt
say
Stewart.
something that's not true. But,
See you there, dude.
yeah. Matt Stewart. Oh, he's gonna be there. Right on, dude. Right on.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll hang out before and after. That'll be an awesome show. Because it's at a casino, so there'll be things to do before and after at that show. That's what's fun about. You know what I mean?
Glug, glug.
The one arm bandit.
No, I'm talking about
Get
like
poor.
hang out. There might even be a game room that has Guitar Hero, Johnny. We
He
can
said
go there,
game.
like,
You guys.
game room. Oh my God.
Okay.
That's what'll happen. Anyway, so until next time, you guys, be good or be good at it. The secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put it together with musical instruments and get some friends together and rock out. Until Monday, when I'm going to do that with this guy. Right there, he knows how to play a blow-up guitar even. Rock on, everybody. Peace.